This last weekend, I made the decision to travel.
Ladies and gentlemen, next one, Peter Pittsburgh. The local time is 4:25 p.m.
It wasn't to travel for fun. It was for a video, and I didn't really vlog a lot because I was really honestly scared of like, what are people gonna think? Should it still be something that's only super mandatory, which I think should, but it's also so weird because, you know, I was at the airport. There was honestly a lot of people there, like last night when I was flying back in, and it was just a lot of people that looked like they were just leisurely going to and from places. It didn't seem like a whole, it was definitely different than when I flew to LA in June and there was like really no one there. So things are changing a bit when it comes to that. Like, I just want to report back to you guys like the honest truth. Like, there were more people traveling. I am in Pittsburgh. From my hotel room, it's actually pretty cool. The window's like tinted blue, I think a little, maybe not, but it's looking very blue. It is a really great day out here, but that's PNC Park right there. This looks like a very nice area to have a wedding reception with the city views. That would be great. So I decided to go to Pittsburgh actually because I was going to go to a town called Wheeling in West Virginia, and you're probably like, what the heck? What are you doing there? West Virginia is a state that, you know, being in Seattle, like I don't even ever really think about. Basically, I'm doing a video on my main channel. I found the Instagram account Cheap Old Houses, where there's just these like cheap old houses. And so I found this girl, her name is Betsy, and she bought one of these cheap old houses. So I was very fascinated by it, and I was like, that would be such a cool video to go there and learn about. She was okay with me going, and so I flew into Pittsburgh, stayed a night there in a hotel. It was the Fairmont, and it was very, very hand sanitizer, everything. I really just stayed in my room, didn't really go anywhere. And I rented a car as well, so I wasn't Ubering or anything like that. So I was in my own little enclosed thing. But so I rented a car, went to West Virginia, and filmed with her for a couple of days. Then went back to Pittsburgh yesterday, and then flew out. Really quick trip, but it felt pretty long, probably because I haven't traveled in a while. You know, I will say it was like kind of nice at first, being at the airport and being like, oh my gosh, I'm going somewhere. And like, once I got into Pittsburgh, I was like, wow, maybe I'll be able to, you know, see a couple things, like social distancing. And I do have to say, my biggest takeaway is if you're thinking like, oh, I want to travel for fun, would not recommend it. Good morning, guys. Monday morning. I'm in Pittsburgh. My last day here. I'm leaving at 5 p.m. and I'm staying in Lawrenceville, which is super cool. Love it over here. Walking on Butler Street. I'm just gonna go find some coffee and I think just go for a morning walk. It's a bit cloudy out, but it's not supposed to rain. I'm so used to walking now that I have a dog. I'm just like, I'm gonna go for a nice long walk. Ooh, this is so good. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't even express to you how good it feels to just like get to be in a new city and kind of be traveling. However, I would not recommend it, obviously because we're not trying to spread COVID here, but also it's really not fun traveling right now because everything's closed, obviously. So just don't do it. I'm glad that I went and like worked on my video that I wanted to get, and I'm very satisfied with that. That's great, but if you're like looking at me and you're like, oh, she traveled, she was exploring, maybe I can travel, I don't even try. It's not gonna be fun for you. I will say everything is just so closed. The restaurants that are open, their capacity is like so low that when you get there, there's just an hour wait, or they're closing really early. So it was so hard to get food anywhere I went. I would like go around all these restaurants and there was like nothing available, and so the only thing you could pretty much do was get like takeout pizza. So I ate so much pizza. I never thought I would complain about eating pizza, but honestly I was like, man, I don't think I had a single vegetable all 4 days. It's also not worth like in the back of your mind feeling of being like, what if I get COVID? Like, do I have it? You know, that kind of thing. It's like the paranoia. Like half the time on this trip, I got super anxious because I was just like, man, what if I have COVID? And I started to think maybe I shouldn't have done this. And I just wanted to quickly add on to what I was talking about. I've been back from that trip now for 8 days and have not shown any signs. I don't know, before you maybe comment being like, how could you travel? Because I know it's so easy to just get mad at others. Have you traveled at all during this time? Because I don't know about you, but I would say 75% of people I know have definitely gotten on a plane, gone somewhere, and you know, it's not for absolute fun. It's probably to go visit family somewhere, you know, and everyone's trying to be careful, but I don't recommend it for fun at all. But I am glad that I went and got my video done and I came back and I feel safe. I feel safe traveling, I'll say that. Like, I only take the airlines where they don't have the middle seats, anything like that. I have gotten questions like, does it feel safe? And I think they're doing a pretty good job. I have read their statistics that you aren't actually that likely to get it on an airplane because people aren't talking, and if everyone's wearing masks, it does a pretty good job of keeping you from getting it. And by the way, like while I was in Pittsburgh, I checked into my hotel and I was literally like 20 or 30 feet from anyone in the hotel, and they did temperature checks every time you walked in. There was a machine that would check your temperature. I just went in my room. So I really think staying at that hotel was not problematic at all. Like, I just wasn't even close to anyone, and you use hand sanitizer and stuff a bunch. They just have it out. I definitely felt safe at the hotel. It was very low capacity and everything like that as well. And while I was in Pittsburgh, I literally didn't do anything. The only thing I did was when I tried to get food, but we just got food to go. You know, we're trying to be mindful of, you know, if we did get something, we're not trying to spread it. Bottom line, what I'm trying to say is whether you like it or not, things have been changing a lot, and there are a lot more people traveling right now. Maybe for work, maybe for leisure, but it's a lot different looking than it was in June. Let me tell you, in June, I did go to LA to visit my sister, and there was like no one at the airport. And when I got back from Pittsburgh, there was a ton of people. There are lines at TSA again. Like, it feels oddly normal, but a lot more precautions have been put into place. I've been seeing other people that have traveled as well, and I think maybe seeing that is part of the reason why I felt like it was okay for me to go film my video, because I saw other YouTubers traveling to go film their videos. And I don't think that's good though, and I don't want people to see that I went somewhere and for me to influence them to think that it's okay. It's not something that I'm taking lightly. I know COVID is a real thing, and it's really not fun traveling in the back of your mind, yeah, being kind of scared, like, what if I get this? What if I spread this? And so I'm trying to take every precaution when I do travel, and of course I was wearing a mask. I was trying to isolate as much as I could. And if you are looking at this and you're like, oh my gosh, I should go take a trip, it's gonna be fun. It isn't fun. It's very difficult to travel right now. There are weird things, like in the hotel, they didn't have cups and they didn't have water. And so at 11 p.m. when I was thirsty, I had to drink out of the bathroom faucet because they're just like, things are different. So much was closed. It was very difficult to get food. You're just kind of stuck in your hotel room. It's not like some fun thing. So that's what I want to say. That's my report to you on how I traveled during COVID. Now here's some other stuff I did this week. Beautiful, beautiful. Good morning. This is so weird, you guys. I'm up. I'm like jet lagged. I'm not used to that. So I'm up at like 6 a.m. I'm tired, actually. I'm tired. I literally I couldn't sleep. There's my boy. There's my boy. Hey, no. He got neutered. Yeah, you did. You're a recovering sir. Yeah. I can't believe I actually woke up at 6. I haven't done that in probably close to 6 months, like, for real. I'm so happy. I'm about to work out and like be so productive. So breakfast, you guys, I used to make 2 avocado toasts in the morning, and you know, I'd put eggs on them and everything, and I realized I'd be way too full, so I'm switching to just 1, but I added some nice toppings. So I added a bunch of arugula and tomato. 2 was just, I was way too full. I realized, wait, I do not need that much. I like a light breakfast. So this, like, I know, like, obviously when you hunch a little bit, there's some like fat, you know, but this like whole like kind of pushing out thing, like last year around this time, I did not have this. I didn't. I know I've gained a little bit of weight, and I just see it in myself a little, and so I'm trying to make an effort to be healthier and walk a lot. I've been trying to walk 10,000 steps a day because that's what they say, but like no one ever does. Honestly, not loving my body. Just gonna be honest, I feel like I'm not allowed to say that because people are always like, well, you should love your body, blah, blah. But honestly, like not crazy about it right this second. The thing is, like, I like eating healthy. If I have the option to eat healthy, if it's convenient, I do it. It's not hard for me to crave healthy food, but it's when it's difficult. Like when I go to my parents' house and there's just like not a lot of options, and then I just see that they have bread and they have cheese, and then I like make a grilled cheese as a late night snack. But like when I shop for myself, I prepare and know like what I need to be successfully healthy. It's that stuff. It's just hard. And when you travel and stuff, it's you want one? Hi. Okay, my little Furby. My little Furby boy. Oh my gosh, I need to get one of those like collapsible water bowls. I am just so proud of this little ball of fluff here. Literally, he is. Yesterday, I got a ball of fluff out of him. Oh my gosh, I swear to you guys, when I first got him and we get in the car, he'd be so scared, he would shiver, he would start drooling, and then he would throw up multiple times to the point where there was nothing in his stomach, and it was so sad. Over time, he's gotten better. He hasn't thrown up in a couple months. He's gotten so much better. He like, I swear to you, he meditates. He just like gets in the car and he starts chilling out. He just gets in his zone.
Oh, you have to bite, don't you? Teddy ate like half a bag of bone meal, organic bone meal fertilizer this morning.
What?
So I was all worried, looked up poison control, and then I called the company. They said, it happens all the time. They're from Waco, Texas. They said,
what?
Oh, this happens all the time. He'll be fine. He might have a little diarrhea. Or
Teddy!
You know.
Furminator should really sponsor me because I'm about to show you guys how amazing this brush is. Come here. Schulte's have an undercoat and it's been hot in Seattle, so we're trying to get that off of them. All right, so I'm going to be recreating my friend Morgan's summer salad she posted about, but I'm going to do my own rendition. She did burrata, peaches, arugula, prosciutto, and balsamic glaze. I am going to do, I don't like prosciutto, so a peach, arugula, balsamic vinegar, because I don't have the glaze, oops, shrimp. I think shrimp will taste good with it. Like when I do olive oil, I actually just spread it perfectly around and let this soak up the rest so that it doesn't like burn me, you know? You gotta work quickly when you're searing shrimp, so I gotta like mentally prepare. I gotta make sure these are clean. Mentally prepared to do a good job. Here we go. My little shrimpies already taken everything off. All right, I think it's go time. Got my shrimp. I also never knew how to cut a peach. It's just like an avocado. Morgan, thank you for your help. Didn't realize like just go like that and then go like that. I never did that. I would just try and like cut little slices and it was always a horrible mess. So Morgan, you're just saving my life. Although, how do I get the pit out? Completely forgot about the burrata. Who am I? Ugh. Okay. Not an expert in burrata handling. Put some of the peaches on now. Hopefully I place them in a way that's kind of cute. And the shrimp. Hopefully that goes well. Not sure if it will, to be honest with you. Like, does suddenly I'm questioning everything. Will balsamic go with shrimp? I guess we're trying it. All right, I did it. I think, you know what? I think it looks pretty good. He's like licking his lips. He's all, do I get some of that? No, you don't. Oh shit. Okay, peach went flying. Here we go. You know what I love about making like a shrimp salad at home? You can add a shit ton of shrimp. You go to a restaurant and ask for a shrimp salad, they give you like 4. Shrimp is not that expensive. This isn't lobster, it's fucking shrimp. I should just make the MLC merch available again. I hate this microphone. Shelby, this podcast episode's gonna be insane, I feel like. Oh my god. Okay, this is like my biggest downfall. I got stuck in a hole of looking at houses in the desert again. I do this every day. I just want one so bad.